Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dragon Age Part 3. Technically it would, in actuality, be a Part 4 because last time when I was streaming it messed up and it hiccuped right in the middle. So we did a 2 and 2.5, I think yesterday. So hopefully get a couple hours into the game right here. And yeah. I also am going to be munching on spicy potato chips because I've been craving spicy potato chips. I just wanted to give you all an update. And there is a cat right here. And has anyone else ever had like those really, the bright red ruffles or the Funyuns? But, hi Mars. There's a kitty. Anyway, gonna tie my hair up real quick. See if Box and Ryan want to pop in for a little while. Hopefully Ryan does. Ryan's been having a kind of shitty day. But Ryan always kind of has a kind of shitty day, unfortunately. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna make her run around a little bit.
Be reasonless. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? That we declare our independence and march off to some hold and do nothing?
Better that than stay here with this Inquisition.
You're awfully quick to dismiss the people who saved your life. I've heard about Valroyaux. This is not right. I will not be joining them. At least the Inquisition does not stand directly opposed to the Chantry.
How are
I'd like
you,
your
my
take
dear?
on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this seemed better. It's a chance to uphold the Chantry's laws and help the mages through a troubled time.
Not every Templar...
I tried to say how is everything,
I
and
know.
it turned out to
Power
say
can corrupt.
hope is
A
everything.
delicate balance. One person trying to do something can make a difference. You should keep that in mind, Harold.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
Iron. Iron. Thank you, Mars. Where's the jukebox? have sake somewhere. I think it's in my closet.
Travel safely.
Can I help you with anything?
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for Kunari, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if he's an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Winter soldier wind up in Kunari Spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. They call him idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
Iron Bull is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Good day.
Where is my box? All of y'all are allowed to make fun of me about Iron Bull, that's fine. Ryan's had a pretty crappy day today, so he
Closing
might
the
not.
breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to
So he
create
might hop in.
any artifact
Might
with such
not.
power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. Did you need me for anything?
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on Elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of Elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Halla?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the fade. I have seen things they have not.
Irabellas, Haren. If the Dalish have done you a disservice, I would make that right. What course would you set for them that is better than what they know now?
You are right, of course. The fault is mine, for expecting what the Dalish could never truly accomplish. Here are Balas, darling. If I can offer any understanding, you have but to ask.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Sharal. But Hallam Sharal was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
Welcome, Box.
You studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps for Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely to the forests.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
No, I
Is elven
don't
magic
think so.
different from the magic
I don't think
used by
she mentioned
humans?
it.
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were removed.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. Must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Tevinter disapproves of it. But as I've said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
I put the wrong thing.
The problem
Oh
is
well.
that under the chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magic is complete. Instead of keeping their volatile friends in check, they always proceed through power. They have never had the chance to learn another way.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. So in this, the Dalish are like nomadic tribes of elves that have been split from their city counterparts, which are just city elves.
I don't understand. I thought the Chant of Light bound us all together.
The Chant of Light is beautiful, sister, but it's just words. People need more than that right now.
Apothecary, don't ask for those supplies.
This is technically supposed to be a city elf. But in this, the only option you get for elves are Dalish.
Tevinter activity in the hinterlands, and the Templars are compromised.
You think the Templars are responsible for the attack on the Conclave?
I think they're a piece of it, as are the Tevinter in the hinterlands.
I'm sorry I'm crunching in everyone's ears. Proceeds to continue to crunch. So Dalish elves are nomadic tribes of elves that have been broken off from the city elves after the fall of their great nation when they attacked Orlais. Orlais basically being...
Goodbye!
Sissa just gonna spend her entire life stabbing nugs. You might laugh at me for this, but I actually don't know what ASMR means. I should probably do something actually productive instead of running around Haven stabbing nugs. Okay. Yeah, why not? I have a kitty.
Nothing to report, sir.
I need to update Vivienne real quick. Hold on. And probably Sarah. Rip headphones. I'm sorry. If you have headphones in, take them out for like 2 seconds. Okay. Again, once I get to the end of this one, please, if you have headphones in, I'll give you a quick warning to take them out, because you don't want your ears to basically explode. I can tell you, but it doesn't mean you'll follow. Three. On the count, I guess on the count of 3, I will press the button so you guys can take your headphones out. If you are wearing them, that way you don't go deaf. But 1, 2, 3. And back in. Okay. Barrier in this game isn't even that effective. You're better off finding some way to actually build yourself armor. I need to kill the goddamn ram! Thank you, Vivienne. Actually, I should see if I have any inventory stuff I can put in. That's novel. Y'all want to see something kind of cool looking? It's 100% impractical, but it looks cool. The armor of the dragon. Seriously, it looks super badass, but it's too bulky. Like, for her specifically, it's way too bulky because she's a rogue and she needs to be able to sneak in and out, and it's so... metal would be very cluttered, like, it would be clanging and clashing and cluttering and... Blackwall.
They will make this a fight, not us. Line there and there, no gaps. Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said... That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come! Make them come to me!
You're dead, bastard! Dead!
I wasn't here to fight. Stop and think.
Too late for that! You know how this ends!
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I've been called a lot of things lately by a lot of people.
Well, I'm talking to you. Stop dancing. Wait. That gear. That's Inquisition.
Actually,
And
it's
we're
Canary.
investigating whether missing wardens are involved in the Divine's death.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
What's the Warden purpose got to do with throwing farmers at bandits?
This was
Nick
different. I
Balls
was
is
in
one
the
of my
area
favorites,
recruiting,
yes.
fought some demons,
And we
then I
say
heard
it when
about
there's
the
a character
stealing.
that says, Untrusted,
Treaties give
great
wardens the right to
flaming
take what
ass.
we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Underfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive that a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackball, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
This is one of my favorite moments. Hold on.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
A lot of people remember the last blight.
Warden Blackball, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Grey Wardens have a very tragic and sad way that they have to live their lives. They don't get to have families, they don't get to be accepted into anything noble. The only exception that we've had has been Alistair, because we needed, basically, we needed an ass on the throne. Because Jukebox is like, oh no, that wasn't that loud. Got it. What can one warden do? Save the world. Save the fucking world if pressed. Give.
One down!
Because essentially the entire first game, you have 2 wardens, and you don't even need to use Alistair, aside from in the very beginning. Because, you know, party balance. But you can take Alistair out and you don't need to use him. You can do an entire party with just only one warden being your own warden. That's where I'm looking. I'm going the wrong direction. Good job, Link. Are you having fun over there, boss? Typing out all the typey things. Because that's how words work, right? It's okay, Bob. You wanna talk about it? You're all here to help. Specifically this particular playthrough, or how long have I been playing Dragon Age in general? Because this particular playthrough I think is on part 155. But I've been playing Dragon Age for a really long time. This is actually my second playthrough with this specific character, so I'm just kind of moving around more or less before I go recruit Templars. And don't get me wrong, I do like
You
mages
know,
as well.
I do have to admire you for your poise.
Yes, I imagine you do.
And I look forward to the day when that veneer crumbles.
Mars, be nice. Oh look, a bear. Surprise, surprise, a bear. Steven Taylor's right. Those are a rare commodity or I thoroughly enjoy every time I've ever played this game though, so never have any issues. Except the first time I played this game, I didn't realize I could level up my party members. I didn't realize that was a thing. So I'm going through and everyone's like level 6 or 7 or 8. And I have all these points and I'm like, what the hell? Why is everyone... Why are there no abilities being used or anything? And then I went and I looked and I'm like, oh, I can do that. I didn't know I could do that for my party members. It was very dumb at the time. It's okay. It'll be fun. It's over 9,000! Hey look, more elf fruit. Because the world needs more elf fruit. Oh man. Has anyone gotten a hold of Ryan recently? I'm a little bit worried. I know he said on Do Not Disturb on Discord, but I'm still a little worried about him. I am allowed to be. Yeah, I'm a little worried about him.
Maker, I hope it's not me. I don't know. I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Oh. I see.
Something like that.
The cold will claim some of them soon.
Do either of you two have any questions about Narcissa, or... I'll even answer questions about Ava at this point. Or the prettiest of all the kitties. Oh, your armor looks so dumb. But that looks good. It looks good, even though it's really impressive. It looks good. Get rid of that. No matter how many times I play this game, I'll never be able to get through the series without doing that. In-game, or like in her actual canon? Because potentially the answer maybe she was I think she was it's too much like plus this is also coming from the same individual that plays an alcoholic beverage, which is I think she would avoid the Canary lands as much as possible. Hold on, let me move the microphone closer real quick. Is that better? Sorry. Scratch it on the necklace. I think she would not like Mountain Dew because she would say it tastes like piss, or it looks like piss. And, as for when she's out inquisitioning or not inquisitioning, are we wondering if it's her canon response? So, not the game, essentially, but... Okay, good. I also can't be too loud because there is a volume curfew, I guess. Son of a... Get back here. And you did. You very did. Narcissa would not drink Mountain Dew because in her mind it would look too much like piss. So I don't think she would drink lemonade, she would drink like Gatorade. Basically anything that's like yellow or greenish, I don't think she would drink. Wakey wakey Kadon. Thank you. Potion. Potion, 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 potion. Potions. They're helpful. Who'd have thought? Alright, I need to take Varric in there. No. No. This way. Disengage. Thank you. Hey, leveled up. Neato. Ow, son of a bitch. Be perfectly honest, I think most of the time when Aziz is out doing anything, she's just trying to be goofy and childish for the sake of others as possible. Because she's been through a lot, as I've been telling people. And it's very hard for her to open up and let loose and become comfortable around certain people. She hated Dorian at first, to be perfectly honest. Like, he was her least favorite person in the whole world. One of. Wakey, 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 wakey. She's a rogue running around in mage armor. What did I expect? I'm literally just trying.
You know, Viv, you're not bad with that staff.
You will address me as Enchanter Vivienne, Court Mage to the Empire of Orlais, or Madame de Fer, not Viv.
Oh, right. Ma'am. Sorry. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am works as well.
Oh, man. I don't like Vivienne. I don't. I think she's a bitch. But I can appreciate the fact that she's there because I know she's needed to have like a good, competent mage that you're like, oh, yes, she's actually had training, unlike Solus, who's just like, I sleep in ruins. I'm homeless, help me. Please someone help the homeless elf. Letter found on a dead body. Yay. Having Vivienne in the party. But I don't get to have Dorian until after I get to the next chunk of the game. Wolves.
didn't fight like normal wolves. What gives?
Perhaps the breach drove them mad.
That is the most sensible thing you will ever say, Vivienne. I'm pretty sure I just straight up took her out of my campaign. Like, I didn't even want to deal with her. I'm like, nah, it's fine.
This would work for a camp.
Shut up. I don't like 2 people in my party, so I'm gonna take one out. Give me my iron ball. Damn, might as well. It takes all this. And Eric.
Nothing to report, sir.
They're wearing DLC armor. I forgot that. I briefly forgot that.
This must be the Horsemaster. There must be something here.
Shut up. I can't
So
even
you're
get
the
to it.
Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. High time someone did. Never thought it'd be a Hallow-rider from the Wildlands, though. Name's Dennett. I served our Leman for 30 years as Horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
Hi, Ava.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? This because I called you a Hallow-rider? Those Hallow are damn majestic beasts. I'll give my right arm to ride one. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Bottles of Thetis. Yeah, there's a Miss Ava. Sorry. Lily has uploaded a new artwork, and it is 6 shows that have kept her sane during quarantine. So it's the 6 characters thing. It's cute. I like it. I like what she's done. Cute. Ooh, silk brocade.
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Farewell.
Lily did fan art for the 6 shows. That's why she was able to. I went into the corral. I'm not supposed to go into the corral. Also, I should pick up that horse that he told me about. You should do fan art of all of us, just really quick fan art, and be like, hey, these are my 6 friends that are keeping me sane. Horsey. Fine. Hold on. Messaging someone online. This horse. Look at it. Yeah. Wee, horsey, 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 horsey. No, 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 no. Love you guys so much. Y'all want to see something funny? I love that it doesn't fit. He doesn't fit on the horse very well. Look at him, he doesn't fit on the horse. His legs are too short. It brings me personal joy knowing that his legs are too short for the horse. It's so funny to look at. Are you on a mobile, perhaps, Jukebox? Or maybe Mars is on a mobile? Oh god, they haven't phased in. Look at this. He fits. He fits and he's majestic in his stupid yellow pants. Hold on, messaging someone online real quick. It's a lily! Oh, and I found Ryan. Look at this. Look at this majestic sight. Iron Bull on a horse. Okay, but no reality. Actually, hold on. Sorry, I should not have stopped that horse like that. I need to do something really quick. I know this has nothing to do with anything that's happening. Okay, guys. No, hold on, Mars. Mars, hold on. I have an armored horse. Okay, let's see all the horses. Okay, we're gonna go all the way. So that was the first one, the one I already had. This is the next one. She looks kind of like Epona. It's really cute. And then after that, you have the Greendale Sparrow. I actually rode a horse that looked very similar to this. The white on the face was like mostly over the entire face, except like the chin on one side was just really dark. The Dalish Allbred. Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. Okay. Do a Legion Courser. Oh, look at you. Animals make me happy. The Amaranthine Charger. This thing looks like a boss. Just, oh look, I can trample you. Majestic. Free March is Ranger. Ranger, right? Yeah, it's Ranger. Look at them. They're beautiful. Enderfell Courser. Imperial Warmblood. Oh. There's the white. There's basically the white horse. Frostback Mountain Horse. Look at this thing. This thing looks so cool. It's painted. Okay. On to the next ones. Because we also have Dracolisks, and we have Hearts, and we have the exotics. Dracolisk. Hunter Shade Dracolisk. Boom. It's like a lizard horse. They're so cool. Also really creepy looking. Abyssal Hangtooth. It's like really red looking. It's really cool. Basking Logma. You actually, in order to unlock these for the first time, you actually have to kill a dragon. Blue River Bane, which ironically isn't blue at all. It's very red. Desert Lightning. I'm pretty sure this is what I make ride, like the entire time. I don't remember. He might actually just be riding on one of the horses. Either way, it's very yellow. Sharptail. It looks kind of like it's sick, which is why I don't like this one as much. Because it's green and it has like the red pot. Like red spots all over it. Looks kind of like pustules, if that makes sense. And then the Mountain Dracolisk. Which this is what... This is the one that Athnilin, one of my Grey Wardens, is supposed to have, is this. particular one. They're known for being very skittish. Okay. Why don't I have that? Why don't I have the first one? That's very weird. Okay. Brazilian sure-footed. It's an elk. Oh. Sorry, I'm texting people. Tirashan Swift Wind. It's purple. Guys, it's freaking purple! Look at it! It's freaking purple! I want to hop. Oh, I can hop in. Oh. Kick me, please. It's freaking purple. Yee, makes me happy. Buzz buzz. It's not a horse. It's a heart. Here's the wild heart. It's pink. The Royal 16. Just absolutely stunning looking. I think this is the one Nissa has in my original play. I think I actually gave Nissa her own heart, which we called the Daybreak Heart. And she, it looks very similar to this one, except the horns are like, the antlers are made of like solid gold, and the purple on it, no, the purple I think might still be the same, but the back bits down here are actually black instead of like red. It's either that or the purple bits are red. Or not red, black. I can't remember. Ava's stuck. There you go, kitty. There you go. Couple of your claws were stuck apparently. And the Greater Frostback Elk, which again, painted. Look at it, it's so majestic. Okay, oh, I don't have any of those right now. Alright. Who wants to see something weird? Okay. It's weird. It's got feet, like actual, like, yeah. It's kind of gross looking, but they're so cute. It's a nug. It's what the nugs turn into. Are these? Alright. Who remembers the story that I wrote on Tumblr called Unicorn, where Narcissa was talking about the very specific creature that she was running into, that they went out to encounter? Okay. Y'all ready for this? The skeleton horse that's been stabbed through the face by a sword. Anyway. Asarash. You're gonna have the armored horsey. Go talk to Blackwall, Blackwall, Blackwall. There you are. Come on. It's his face.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it, to be that close.
It's right there. We could take a trip if you're that curious.
I'm gonna have to decline. At least until I learn more about it. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
Being upfront is better than knife fear.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers. heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look, see if there's anything we can salvage.
You're strangely charming. No thanks.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens.
She would straight up say,
You
I
must
don't
know a
like
lot
your
about
beard. It's too bushy.
Wardens?
I don't know how
I'm
Dagari
afraid
does
we're
it.
less exciting
I also don't
than
know how
we
she
seem.
reaches you. Then again, I also don't know how Bull reaches me. I'm
The
so
Blight's
small.
been over
I
for
don't
10
like being
years.
small. Why am I
What
always
do
so small?
Wardens do when
Why
the
do
world's
I
not
always
ending?
have to be so
They're still
small?
Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
We find that odd. The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me. Yes?
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher then. Ferelden.
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that many Wardens were once criminals.
You're right. When you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
Well, that's very shady of you.
What did you do before you became a Warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a Warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you join the Wardens?
Ryan!
Honor and
You
sacrifice.
just missed
Words that have
Mars!
little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
How you feeling, buddy?
I'm here.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I expected more. More men, better equipment.
I think she went to
You may
sleep.
have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
Brute force is not always the answer. There are plenty of other paths to victory.
Like stabbing them in the back.
True enough. Still, it never hurts to be prepared. One thing I will say about your men, they're passionate, devoted. You inspire them. Build on that foundation, and you will have an army that makes nations tremble.
What do you think about all this trouble between the mages and Templars?
Looking at it from where we stand, it seems inevitable. But that could be hindsight. How many of us actually saw it coming? Either way, I don't think the Chantry will ever recover.
What do you think of Haven?
It's a war camp that was once a pilgrim's refuge. It's the state of the world, though, isn't it?
Love you guys so
Holy
much.
ground turned into a battlefield. Pity about that temple. Would have been nice to see it.
I know, and I think I might be able to get a little surprise done for you, Jukebox.
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
Yes, Jukebox, a surprise.
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I trust him to watch my back.
What do you think of my advisors?
Leliana seems nice, also a little frightening, but mostly nice.
Does Leliana frighten you? Has she said anything to you?
No, she hasn't said anything. I'd just rather not offend her. I don't want to wake up with a blade in my kidneys if I can help it.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Madame Vivian
Eva,
allied with the Inquisition because
child,
she knows it will bring her
why?
power.
Why you do
The
this?
most poisonous snakes are often the most beautiful.
Kitty? Cat. Okay.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
How are y'all holding up?
Travel safe. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her. As the
Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition blades.
What Harry doesn't know won't hurt him.
I hope I can just finish it, box. That's the only issue I'm having. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it.
You hear the Chantry slam the door in our faces, sir?
Didn't expect otherwise. This is like Logain and Arlene fighting for power all over again. But instead of two soldiers, it's millions of Chantry claims.
Oh look, treasure chest. Should I put more clothes on her?
You don't think we'll have to defend ourselves from the Chantry forces with this, do you, sir?
We are the Chantry forces. The only other real force is the Templars, and they're gone. No, the Chantry will fight with words. We're preparing here for a real threat.
Anything you can spare will help.
Man, there's a lot of stuff to loot. Don't talk to Solus.
Flister sent me over to see if you need anything.
Thank you, no. Can't eat while I'm working. Crumbs in a potion could ruin everything.
I didn't just give Narcissa the ability to throw bees at people. No, what are you talking about? I didn't just give her the ability to throw bees at people. No, not at all. I totally gave her the ability to throw bees at people.
Seems odd. I can see them breaking the Chantry's chain. Not breaking.
Thank you for all that you are doing to her. Greetings, Herald of Andraste.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
I have no idea what's going on in the chat anymore.
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise du Lion. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Mistress Lavelle, do you have a moment?
Oh boy. Come on, Josie.
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
If they have, they've been stealthy.
Good. Please let me know if that changes. If we're to convince the world that Andrastis Herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
How have the rumors gotten worse?
I would prefer not to repeat them.
Give me something.
Stealing children, selling peasants to slavers, burning down villages, using infants for blood magic. Those are the stories about your fellow Dalish. I won't repeat what they've said about you.
Why not claim the Dalish can steal your breath or turn into dragons while they're at it? Now that I've said that out loud, someone probably has.
Very likely. I will see what the Inquisition can do to contain the slander. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
Happy birthday, box. Mwah.
The best part was when the Aravel, our wagons, turned from the plains to the woods. I used to spend weeks exploring the forest.
You make it sound idyllic. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
I was a solitary child. I spent much of my time alone. The Dalish won't weep for me, if they even notice I'm gone.
Believe me, they'll have noticed. Whether you're with them or not, being the clan of the Herald of Andrastis will mark them in history.
Elves and Fame tend to go poorly together. I hope my clan doesn't suffer from it.
We can make inquiries as to how they fare if it worries you. Perhaps the Inquisition could lend a hand.
Alright, box.
We can use that.
And when I'm off work later today, you get to pick whatever the hell I stream, except a Hat in Time, because that has to wait for the 50 subscriber mark. I'll also hopefully be finishing that project. That I'm working on for you. Very special secret project. But yeah. Does that sound okay?
That mercenary band that joined the Inquisition, the Bolt Chargers, they've got a healer of their own. He showed me some tricks. Demons told me to start festering faster than unforeseen.
I've heard good things about the Chargers. Polite and respectful they are.
Everyone's respectful around us. Never know when they might need their guts shoved back in.
Of course, Box. Anything for one of my favorite ladies.
A scout in the hinterland saw the Herald of Andraste. Said she sealed the rift and stopped the demons.
Did I run out your dialogue wheel?
Can I help you?
Yes, I did.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Hello, Backwell. I should probably do something productive.
Good day to you.
Instead of just running around. Okay, I know this weapon is supposed to be the strongest, but I really don't like it that much. I think it looks so weird. Excuse me. Excuse me. So the question is, do I give her better weapons or do I give her better armor?
Another time.
Thinking armor. She keeps getting her butt kicked. Lol. Oh, look at it. It looks so good. But then she looks like a boy. Armor of the Dragon Hunter. Griffin Mail. I think she was wearing this at the end, but like it was all made out of dragon stuff. Look at it. What time do you want to get to sleep, Box? Because I will turn this off whenever at this point. Excuse me. Well, how long do you want me to keep going? Why do I have so much nug skin? That looks so weird. could make this. If I had the Snoofler skin, which is what I actually call a Nuggapotamus because you get nug stuff out of it. But if I have the Snoofler skin, then I can make this for her. But Snooflers are kind of annoying to get to, unfortunately. And we do know how she loves her spiky things. Half an hour? You got it. What would you like me to do? Would you like me to work so that I can continue the story, or so they're staring at armor? Okay. Well, let's see here. I could do the horse races. They're not really that good as races, but they're pretty fun. Aw. You got me all smiling over here, box. Got that armor though. Actually, y'all want to see what Bull looks like wearing that armor that Narcissa's wearing? Okay. I know I wanted to get your attention just to say boop though, Ryan. Okay. So I'm gonna put her in that, which is what her armor should look like, to be honest. Okay. Look at him! Look at him! It's ridiculous! Like, oh my god, where's his tummy? Where is the chunk? I need my chunk, man. I need it. I need him. I need him to be chunky. Right? He looks fantastic. Hold on. You can put it on Solus as well. It makes Solus look disgustingly ripped though. Like he does, he looks so gross. And then there's Varric. Like Varric, I can 100% believe is actually like that ripped underneath everything. I can 100% believe that. Because, I mean, look at the guy. He's wielding a crossbow that's like the same size as him. But yeah. There's Narcissa. Back in it. It's not just a crossbow, it is the sexiest crossbow. Anyone that tries to convince me otherwise is going to be punched. Just thought y'all needed to know. I'm doing the stupid eyebrow thing, by the way, of going, ah yes. Sexy crossbow. He looks good in this too. Like, it makes him look really thin. But I don't like it because I like him being kind of chunky because he's supposed to be chunky. Like, you know, there's Bull. And then there's that. It just takes away. Anyway. Excuse me. But you and your stupid coat, get rid of that. I don't want it. I want your stupid coat. Well, specifically, Bianca is the sexiest of all crossbows. It's just a fact. Dang it. Ah, I win. Struffalo.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time, I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Okay, we're gonna make Varric do the first one. Because I need to see my tiny dwarf try to ride a horse.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away. Yeah. And the last one I'm going to do is Bull. Because of course I am. Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stake straight away.
Oh yeah, Bull can ride a horse. Bull can ride whatever he wants. Any character you create, or any character you have the option to play as in this game, is allowed to mount the animal. Like, you know, ride the mounts. I would play the shit out of that game.
Arbiter, you the course I set up. That was some riding.
Any character in Dragon Age Inquisition that you create can, yes, have romantic relations with Iron Bull. He's pansexual.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
Bitches love cannons.
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like Darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
I mean, I have a chibi version of Bull that just says Pantastic over the top. But first game, Dragon Age Origins, it didn't matter what race you were. Your characters would just love you regardless, as long as you were the appropriate sex for them. Like, you know, if you were Trying to woo Morrigan, you had to be male, but it didn't matter if you were human, elf, or dwarf. Didn't matter at all. Alistair, it didn't matter what race you were, as long as you were female. Didn't matter. Zevran and Liliana, they will just be like, I love you regardless of what you are. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. Zevran also has one of the most touching situations in all of Dragon Age, I think.
Good day to you.
But yeah, Bull and Josephine are pansexual. They will... everything, doesn't matter. I think Dorian is the first that was ever strictly gay, and Sarah is the first that is strictly lesbian. Hold on, got a message thing. It is a crime against all things decent that Varric is not a romance option. But I'm pretty sure if he was, nobody would have ever cared about any of the other characters from the second game. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I only really care about Fenris from the second game. Origins is the first game. Dragon Age 2 is the second game. You know, because that's how numbers work, Ryan. yeah, how else do you expect Narcissa to do things? Calmly wait there and flick the very sharp knife between her fingers? No. She's going to use it to stab people. People get stabbed while I explain lore. How else do you expect me to get things done? You didn't do anything, Varric. Rude. Why is there stuff here? Oh, I know what that is. Oh, don't! Oh shit, is that a bear? Yes, it is. Interesting. Why are there so many bears? Hey look, bees. I'd like to point out a fully upgraded jar of bees is the only way you can stun a dragon. Does anyone else find that hilarious? I said the hinterlands, aka, why are there so many bears? Sarah. That's the only explanation I can give. Jesus Christ. These go flying. I think I'm probably gonna save and call it here, guys. Just to get stuff kind of figured out still, and, you know, get more comfy, because my legs hurt quite a bit still. And I'm very sore, very tired. But yeah, hope y'all have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed. Box, I probably suspect that you and I will be messaging on Discord quite a bit still. We tend to do that a lot. Ava says good night. The baby girl says good night as she cleans herself. Hope you all have a good night, and see you tomorrow.